Manahatta! How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Dusty Mac, and thank you for joining me on this What We Do in the Shadows reaction series. Today, we are continuing off with our favorite group of vampires, and this one is Season 1, Episode 4. Are we on 4 already? Manhattan Nightclub. Last time we had that werewolf feud where it was Nandor versus the big dude, and he basically just threw a little squeaky toy off the roof, and that solved that crisis. But the bigger story was Colin Robinson had a girlfriend who was an emotional vampire, and she was so strong that she was basically taking all of his hunting grounds, I guess you could call it, and also kind of tapping into him. They had to both kind of call it off. I don't know if she's going to be a regular or kind of like, you know, pop in here and there, but I expect to see her again at some point. So yeah, I just really want to jump into this episode. So if you like this reaction and want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and don't stream ever hardly. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length in a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, right now, the Season 1 finale of What We Do in the Shadows is already available for the Soul Sister tier patrons and above, as well as some patron-exclusive movies, series, and polls. So if any of that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be on YouTube soon. And yeah, I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this week's episode of What We Do in the Shadows. Again, this is 1x4 Manhattan Nightclub. Let's do it. And as always, I got my gamer subs. This is more good. It's like a melted cherry slush. It's amazing.
I was asking about you in the chem section. I said you were feeling a bit under the weather.
Oh, she's dead.
Oh my god. Siri, call 911.
I'm not sure I got that.
What the fuck? I thought you said she was dead.
I'm so sorry.
Ma'am, you were dead.
I'm fine now.
Got better.
Why didn't she burst in flames? You're dead.
Was I disappointed? Wasn't turned into a vampire? And my master's been really good to me lately.
It looks like I'm flying, Master. I'm a vampire.
You're not, though.
I wonder why they don't change their familiars. Is it just because it's hard to find a familiar that's gullible enough to be your slave willingly?
So we have dominion over 5 houses.
It's a start.
We need to reach out to some other vampires, joining dominions to secure our stranglehold over the region. Simon the Devious is a vampire we have known for centuries. We would climb up to the top deck and seduce and kill sailors.
We went to Staten Island, he went to Manahatta.
Very quickly became the king of the Manhattan vampires. Who's cleverer then?
Stavros the Clever.
He died tripping on his cape at the wooden stake sale at the center.
The Sassy Cat Club in Manahatta.
Manahatta.
You have to wear a cape in there.
Yes, everyone is in a cape. Oh, yes. You look like a beautiful piece of wallpaper.
It needs a cape.
Where's your cape at, Laszlo?
I found it.
I wonder why they just... Was that the sorting hat?
Slytherin!
It's 100% witch skin. Simon was always very jealous of this hat.
Please don't wear that hat. Every time you wear it, something bloody stupid, terrible happens.
Gizmo likes it, don't he?
Gizmo.
I acquired this hat, draining the blood of a Bavarian Hexenbrenner. In his dying breath, he said, "It's cool." Yes, it is cool, I thought. Free hat. Even...
Think of all the things that have happened. Time that horse trampled over you. Then it started making love to you?
I don't consider that a curse. He likes it, don't you, Dustin?
Justin.
Yes, have a touch.
No, it's Dustin. Hell yeah. Ah, it was Justin.
That was our new familiar.
It's got nothing to do with the hat, it's the bookshelf. This hat is not cursed.
Heard that you might be going to Manhattan. Love to take along.
Why are we stuck in bloody traffic, Laszlo?
I don't know.
Cursed hat. That man.
It's nighttime. You wouldn't be stuck. I don't know if I finished my thought, but I don't know what they were doing when Simon seems to be prospering and they're just chilling in a house.
Everyone looks like Billy Idol. I think I'll just stick with you tonight.
Free meal all night.
I've got my tape caught in the door. I'll come to you.
Oh, that bloody hat.
Oh, the hat was actually crawling towards him.
This is the familiar room.
Just in the background.
Guillermo. Hi.
Nando the Relentless.
To the Upper West Side.
No, that's Nancy the Relentless.
Less cool.
Are you currently enjoined to any other vampires? Just go up to the roof.
Do either of you two know what this building used to be? This building used to be...
Why aren't they wearing capes? Anyone can be a vampire in Manahatta.
Manahatta.
Solve this.
So how long have you been a familiar?
10 years.
A decade.
It's considered being an expert.
There is a newsletter.
I can give you my email.
Colby, it's time to leave.
They're like 400 years old, but I have to play their parent.
Is that Nick Kroll? Hell yeah.
We are having fun tonight. Oh, you look so scared.
Oh, damn.
I haven't seen you in ages.
Time.
What are you up to?
Living on the Staten Island.
He's like, still?
Yeah, Mark.
Something I can help you with, friend?
What is he supposed to be?
He's kind of my familia.
How could I know? I must apologize. I'm so
Fine,
sorry.
honestly. Look, if you really had your heart...
You know, vampires seem to be very civilized and adhere to the rules.
Simon, a devious scene.
Your hat is bleeding.
I know.
You must kill someone.
It's cursed.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? In your capes, you haven't lost your senses of humor. You're married? I had forgotten because of her physical behavior with me. Oh, when was the last... That joke about sailors.
Smorgasbord of seamen.
How was Nandor ever like a...
That's it.
Oh. How was he ever like a vicious conqueror, you know? He seems so odd.
We've got Mr. 50s, S, and that's because her name is Sarah. Evil Steve.
Not because she can contort to an S.
And of course, the silent one. We keep going. It's Wesley Sykes, Desdemona the Shrieker. And of course, Count Rapula.
Living in New York, son. I didn't start rhyming till 1991.
What was he doing before that? What was he called before that?
We have the Baron visiting with us.
We were thinking you control a lot of Manhattan.
We could possibly join forces. The lion's share of New York City.
Which also includes our street.
So I would bring Manhattan, and you would bring...
Our street.
It's roughly the same level of control.
I would begin the negotiation by giving me that hat.
You don't want the hat. It's not a good hat.
Give him the hat.
Give him your hat.
Get rid of the curse.
If you want this hat, you'll have to cut my head off.
Laszlo.
Perhaps we could get the silent one?
All right, you've made your point. Take the fucking hat.
Ah, thank you.
Oh shit, what's gonna happen to him now?
What is it that's puckering and sucking at the back?
The witch's asshole.
Ah, yes. Now that I've got the hat, I could say, you can get the fuck out! Because you are failures of vampires. Touch the sky.
Oh god. Oh no, what's gonna...
City dickhead. I think my hat's probably cut.
You think?
Yeah, Mo? You're still angry about that vampire tried to eat you, aren't you?
Yes.
Don't deny it. I'm going to make it up to you tonight.
He's just gonna do something stupid. He's not gonna change him.
Enjoy it, Guillermo.
Okay.
You're really flying. This is the best night of my life. That's quite sad, but also quite beautiful. The Empire State Building, I think. Is that it right there? What the?
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
Guillermo, thicket of trees tangled him up, and then he landed on the roof. I want you to know you are my friend. Oh, no, that didn't feel right. We'll forget I said anything, shall we?
Oh god, you just can't be nice to Guillermo.
That's my bloody hat. I'm gonna take my hat back, you crispy piece of shit.
He still took it. Oh, poor Guillermo. Let's talk about it. All right, everybody, that was What We Do in the Shadows, Season 1, Episode 4, Manhattan Party. At the beginning, we got the that one girl who died, but then she woke up as she was being taken away. Now, I don't know why. When she woke up, that means she was a vampire, but she was out in broad daylight and she didn't smoke or light on fire or nothing. So maybe there's like a grace period while you're changing over or something. I'm not sure. But the main story of this is they all went to Manahatta and they went to see their old friend who was doing a lot better than they were. And Laszlo had this really cursed hat that ended up like blowing up the whole club they were at. But they went there to try to like form an alliance with the Manahatta vampires, and of course they were just like humiliated and tossed out. And there was also Guillermo was introduced to the other familiars and he realized that he was kind of getting a raw deal because he was 10 years into being a familiar, and that's probably not like too common. So he got kind of mad, and he went off, but luckily Nandor found him and they took him flying like Superman 2 or whatever, but he ended up dropping him and now he's in the hospital. So Nick Kroll made his debut as a vampire with all those other vampires in the club, but unfortunately he got blown up, but he'll be back obviously since he's just in the hospital. Now, how long does it take a vampire to heal? Because a werewolf could heal kind of quickly, but if he's burnt like that, he's gonna be in a hospital. What kind of medicine is a doctor able to give a vampire? And yeah, there's also that one guy that was threatening to eat Guillermo. I don't know if that was like a vampire just like in his true form, or if he's like an old vampire or something, but overall, just again, this show so far has been nothing but hilarious. So anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode? And of course, Nick Kroll's appearance? You got to let me know in the comment box down below. And remember, if you like this reaction and want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and don't stream ever hardly. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length of the week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, right now, the Season 1 finale of What We Do in the Shadows is already available for the Soul Sister tier patrons and above, as well as some patron-exclusive movies, series, and polls. So if any of that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be on YouTube soon. And yeah, that's going to be about it for me tonight, guys. So thank you so very much for joining me. Yeah, no, I love and appreciate every single one of you. And remember, if you're going to go outside, wear that mask, don't be an ass, and I will see you all next week with some more What We Do in the Shadows. Take it easy, guys.
He likes it, don't you, Dustin?